Disclaimer, this video is intended to give you a shared experience on my first experience of living in a PadSplit. Information in this video is been said from roommates of them sharing their information with me. So let's jump into the video. Family, community out there, welcome back. We are here with it again. You can get another, giving you a review on PadSplit. You know, my experience with it, currently still in the experience of it. And we want to give you a little insight of what it is and what it's about. Now, I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, the pros and the cons about living in the PadSplit. But check this video out right quick, and then we're going to get started with the video.
Hello, beautiful souls. How you doing? I hope all is well with you. Beautiful souls. Understand that people will do any and everything, and I literally mean any and everything, to get every action out of you. And it's really, really sad and just desperate. Like, why are people so desperate for our energy? I don't get that. Especially for people that they claim they can't stand, they don't like, they're jealous of, but yeah, you always want our energy or our attention. The more that you give people the silent treatment, the better. The more that you don't even have any sort of reaction, the better. Because I'm telling you, if you react, you're giving them exactly what they want. Okay? Exactly what they want. Because they're like, oh, I got her. I got him. Like, it's currency. And see, when you give people that, it's no like reversing it either. You know? Like, soon as you explode or you act like, they're like, gotcha. You gave them exactly what they wanted from you for free. Versus when people are trying to look at you and want you to be in a frenzy or upset because they're doing their same foolery. It's the same tomfoolery every single day. They're gonna think that they have something over you. They're gonna think that they're really powerful when they're nothing but dust. Literally, nothing but dust and crumbs beneath your feet. That's why God tells you, do not throw your pearls to swine, because they will catch them and then they will trample over them. When you give into people's nonsense, you're giving them power. You're giving them energy. And I'm going to tell y'all a little story that I heard on YouTube from an actual witch herself. She said this in an interview. She said, us as witches, we will go around, we will disturb people's peace, disturb people. And anyone who interacts back with us, like if they fall into the trap and they start arguing back, we take that and we invade their dreams, we invade their life, all because they gave us a door, because they responded back. And for the rest of the day and the night, they're going to think about the interaction, and that's how we get them. That's how we can cause more chaos and more destruction in their life, because they gave us access. Your energy, your response is worth gold. When somebody start acting crazy, just walk away. Just go. Just go. As much as you want to address it, do not. Let them be a clown and a fool all by themselves. And I know your ego doesn't really want to hear that. Your ego is going to want to defend you. Your ego is going to want to defend you like hard. Okay. Because who wants to feel like somebody going to kirk out on them, say some crazy stuff to them, and you just going to sit there and take it? And what world and what dimension we going to let that happen, right? But that's the thing, is that God is going to take care of them. You might have to deal with a little bit of embarrassment, or again, ego bruising, because it doesn't feel good. But ultimately, they're going to be the one to lose the most. And they'll feel satisfied. They'll feel like, yeah, I got over on them again. They know that they better not mess with me. But deep down, it's like, you don't even know who you're dealing with. That's the first thing I say to people. And they look at me like, who does this girl think she is? I'm like, you don't even know who I am. I've said that to so many people, even people who've known me for the longest time. I'm like, you don't even know who I am. And I leave it at that. You don't even know who I am. That's what you need to tell people. And they're going to look at you like you have the audacity. No, baby, you do. Because if you knew who I was, if you know who I am, if you know how powerful I am, you wouldn't play these games that you're playing. And see, God sees it all. Whenever someone's trying to like ruffle your feathers or like really come after you, you need to go to God in prayer immediately. Like even right after. If you have the excuse, if you're at work, because it happens a lot when you're at work, especially if you deal with customer service or you're in the presence of certain family members, fake friends, people that you just know have bad energy. And you have to unfortunately still hang around these people. Dismiss yourself, go to a restroom, go to your car, anything, a closed place, and just pray to God. Say, God, you just seen that interaction that happened between me and this individual. Please take care of them. That's it. That quick. God, please take care of them. I call upon you for justice. I call upon you for full karmic justice. Please deal with them. And you might not see what happens to these people, but God is not going to play about you, especially when you call upon Him. God says, I hear the call of the righteous. I hear the prayers of the righteous. So when people out here want to try you, let them. Let them try you. But you take them immediately to God. Immediate. Because when you do the back and forth, it's going to cost you. It drains you. And when you're drained as a chosen one, you can't do the things you're called to do. You're not going to want to go and talk with people. You're not going to want to go and raise no vibration. If anything, it's going to lower and weaken your vibration and your frequency and your aura. And see, when your frequency and your vibration is lowered, you are more susceptible to evil attacks. That's the whole point of the game. And see, the devil, Lucifer, the archons, whatever you want, however you want to put these evil entities, whatever you want to say about them, they will use low vibrational people to get to you, chosen ones. Yes, every day, I mentioned this in another video. Every day, it's like you're in a battle for your life, and the battle is not with the flesh. The battle is spiritual. The way that you love God and that you go hard for God and that people can feel your presence, that's upsetting to evil, to the evil forces. And they know about your energy because, again, you're powerful. So, whoever's your enemy, they're going to want to study you. They're going to want to study you to see your weaknesses. For me, the longest time, my weakness was anger. Still can be sometimes, but nowhere near like it was before. I shared that in the previous video. I've gained more self control due to my spiritual journey. And as much as I want to flip out and kirk out and do, it's not worth it. It will come with a price. That's why God tells us do not repay evil for evil, because when you do, now you're susceptible as also being attacked by low vibrational entities. So whenever you feel that coming up, remove yourself. Stay in good energy. Say affirmations over yourself, say them over your life. When you do those things, you have such like powerful protection of you. That's why I say is being powerful is a lot dealing with your protection. It's a lot of people who are getting jacked up left and right. I mean, look at the world and look at how the mental health crisis rate is just going through the roof nowadays. And it's sad. But this is because people are being attacked literally by demons. And demons can take hold of people. Easy. Literally. They can enter people. It tells you that in the Bible. A demon even entered Peter and was trying to tell Jesus that he didn't have to die. And that's when Jesus said, "Get thee behind me." And Peter's like, "Whoa." And Jesus like, "Yeah, I'm not looking at you. I know who said that to me. And it was a demon that's using you." When you get into it with your mom, when you get into it with your dad, when you get into it with your siblings, when you get into it with your so-called friends, when you get into it with your fake coworkers, managers, bosses, neighbors, whatever the name is, it is demonic entities using them to get to you. And chosen one, if your frequency is down, your frequency is down low to the ground in anger, and shame and regret, you're not going to be able to function properly. So you have to see the bigger picture of it all. That yes, you want to defend yourself and know they don't have a right to talk to you like this or treat you this way, but it's not worth it. It's not worth the back and forth. When you react, I'm telling you, you cause like a ripple effect. Like if you throw a rock in a pond, it causes like a ripple, the water and the waves. That's you. Like when you like if a chosen one gets angry, I'm telling you, it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. It's pretty scary. And see, they want to destroy your witness. They want to say, like, this person, this the one who'll be talking about God and be saying she loves him, saying he loves him. Now look how they acting. Look what they doing. Just like what the devil would do, the accuser. Tempt you day and night, day and night, day and night. As soon as you give into that temptation, boop. God is supposed to be the one you proud of. This the one you say you love. Don't let people out here who purposely want to ruin your witness. Don't give them just the keys. Like, here you go. Make it hard for people. Laugh at them. Honestly, that's one of my favorite things to do is literally laugh. And I like to laugh. I'm not going, y'all might be like Amber, but yeah, I'll laugh. I'll laugh at a person in a heartbeat, right in their face. They come at you with all that nasty energy. Da-da-da. I'm just like, who are you talking to? Oh, can't be me. Gotta be Sally next door because it's not me, baby. God bless you. Have a good day. They say when you're nice to your enemy, you heap burning coils on their head. And like I said, it's not easy. I'm not gonna say it is. This is not easy. But when you get to that point that you see the battle for what it is, because again, it's you face so many things out here trying to attack you, but God and his angels are protecting you. Every single day you're protected by God and the angels. You have a lot of protection out here. You have the universe, your ancestors, things of that nature. You are heavily protected. But it could be like when you go on the road, when you're driving and people are trying to cut you off or stomp on the brakes or driving 2 miles an hour. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm just trying to get to work. I'm trying to get to this house or do something. I mean, it's nonstop. So you gotta be aware. And as soon as you catch yourself about to lose control, stop it. But like I said before, your reaction is gold. And I've seen some people get pure pleasure. Like they'll smile like the Joker, like the Grinch, like like an ugly, weird smile because it's like, yes, let the miserable party begin. I was already miserable. Now I can go and ruin this person's day. I work in customer service, so I know. I've seen it. Miserable as ever. And they just want to go around and spread that misery. Continue to be happy. Continue to smile. Continue to be happy and smile. And remember that the blessed, the beautiful, the abundant, we don't beef with the miserable. We don't go back and forth with those who could never. Okay? They're already mad when they come around you and they just see that you're solid. You're unshakable, you're unmovable. They're triggered. Don't feed into their misery. Because that's what they want. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, beautiful souls. I love you all so, so much. I hope you all having a great and beautiful day. God bless you. Remember who you are. You are royalty. And you will be treated as such. Or they're gonna pay the ultimate consequence. I love you guys. So sweet in the comments. You're like, I don't want vengeance. That's for God. Baby, whether you want it or not, it's gonna happen. Because when you have a good heart and you move pure, people better treat you right. God don't like ugly. That's that on that. I'll see you all tomorrow. I love you. But God loves you so much more.
Now that you have done checked out the video and stuff on the little inside of what pretty much people tend to do and stuff, it's just a lot of wickedness going on out here. A lot of schemes, a lot of scams and stuff, boy. But you're gonna know more in detail about the wicked and schemes of everything. But you've seen that video of what she was stating. But let's get into the pros and the cons. Living in the PadSplit. I'm out here in nature, getting a little grass on my feet, a little grass on my hands, and all that good stuff. But let me pull out these notes and lines. So, tell you the real deal and stuff. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you like, you comment below, because I want to hear what y'all thoughts on PadSplits, or if you ever been in a PadSplit before. It's a wild ride out here, I would tell you. So just be ready to endure, buckle your seats up, all that good stuff. And we're gonna jump right on up into it. Right on into the pros and the cons of living in the PadSplit. Nice review on it. I'm gonna try be a little nice with it. But also I'm gonna give you the real deal, so you know what you need to do if you're ever deciding to move into PadSplit. Now, PadSplit is pretty much a housing area, well, not a housing area, but a housing place where you can get your own room, save you a little money to get you into your own house or your own place of your own apartment, whatever your goals of trying to make it out here, because rent is extremely high, and buying a house is extremely high too, and having to keep up the maintenance on your actual house and mortgage is a lot too. But I'm gonna tell you that when I first moved into PadSplit, it started off pretty nice and copacetic, It wasn't all the issues that I'm dealing with right now. And boy, won't I tell you, it's ain't one thing, it's another. Like, goodness gracious, you don't be having no consideration for others or just themselves and shit. But I ended up moving into a PadSplit because originally I was staying with my parents in order to save money. This is how I was living with my parents. So check this little picture out. And then check this picture out of what I went from, and then what I went to when I moved into the PadSplit. Now, like I said, when I moved from my parents' house, I had to pay rent, clean up the house, make sure the dishes, no mess on the floor, make sure that the house was up to par. And pretty much it was like I was the only one in the house doing all that. I was paying rent when they would even have my own key to get in and out of the house. But since I moved into PadSplit, as from what you've seen, I won't necessarily say it was an upgrade, but I was able to get me a bed, even though I had my own bed and storage and all that good stuff. But I was able to get me a bed instead of actually still continuing to sleep on the floor, to get some proper rest, which is, everyone needs that proper rest in order to do your job that you have to do at work, or if you just want to be able to get rest to go and go do what you need to do. Like I said, stuff is extremely chaotic and wicked out here in the world, and it's a lot going on. But you need that rest in order to be able to function. You need the rest and the food. Food is extremely high too, but you know, that's one of the things that you need in order to keep going. The energy, you know, replenish yourself. Rest and food. But let's jump into the pros. And like I stated, it started off pretty swell. But that's how most days. It's like even when you're at a job, it starts to start off swell if you ain't being messy or being fake and stuff, which is I can't keep up with it, you know. I just be real, you know, and real and friendly and nice to people, which is, I don't think it takes nothing from you to be nice to someone. It takes more effort to be mean than to be nice, and everybody get along as if we all like each other instead of just being fake. But you know, it's a lot of that going on. But let's jump into the pros of the PadSplit. Let me read out my notes that I got going on. So when you're moving to a PadSplit, you're able to save money if that's your goal, so you can be able to get into your own spot. Maybe buy you a car, maybe buy you some clothes, or maybe like what my situation was to get my own spot, move up out of my parents' house, so you don't be a hindrance on you. That's the first one. You're able to save you some money if you got a good, decent enough job to pay you enough, which is, it's not a lot of them out here that's doing any of that at this point in time. When back when I was growing up, all you needed was one job. One job in order to make ends meet and still be able to have your fun that you wanted to do on the side. Or if you didn't want to do no fun, you was able to have that one job and be able to still save you some money for when you want to go on vacation, or when you just want to just up and splurge and spend a whole bunch of money, and you still be able to have you something left over. Yeah, times ain't like that anymore, for one. What I'm saying, and it's ridiculous that it's not. But that's one of the pros of living in a PadSplit, which that should be everybody's goal when you do move into a PadSplit, is to save your money. Save your money, baby. Boy, it feels so good to be saving your money. Number 2 is you get your own room, a nice, decent size room with a bed, full-size bed, or you might be able to get you a room that has a balcony connected to it. Boy, balcony, that's extra. That's like when you get ready to buy an apartment and it comes with a balcony. You know, 2-bedroom, maybe 1-bedroom with a balcony. Oh man, can't get no better than that. Number 3 is that you don't have to pay any extra bills. Mind your business now, mosquito. Mind your business. Goodness gracious. But anywho, you don't have to pay any of those extra bills that come with living in an actual apartment or house of your own. Like, for example, water, lights, gas, what else? Wi-Fi. The only thing that you would have to, pay extra on is you're actually buying the food that you need. That's for us to get you something to eat in your system. Cause like I said, you know, you need that food and that rest from that bed in order to recuperate or be able to get things done from the day of or the day after and stuff. But those are my 3 pros. You know, you get to live with other people too to see different personalities, but you do that on a daily basis when you go to work every day, especially if you're in customer service and stuff. But we're gonna move on to the cons. It's a lot of cons. It's more cons than it is pros, which is, goodness gracious, it's supposed to be more pros than cons. But let's jump into the actual cons right now.
Thank God.
Cons.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for your love and your support.
Now make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can hear part 2 of the PadSplit review. Video ended up cutting off, but make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned for part 2. Make sure you watch the video all the way to the end and enjoy yourself.